is United Kingdom Talk with Chris Reardon.
Morning, boys and girls. It's Thursday, the 18th of June 2020. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk. I've just noticed something about the video. Where's the clock gone? Did anyone else notice that? The clock's disappeared. The countdown thing. Where's that gone? How can that have disappeared? How very strange. That's very strange. Very sorry to happen. Strange and mysterious. Right at the beginning of the show, someone has stolen the clock. Where has the countdown clock? No one's noticed that, have they? I'm very surprised. Very surprised you haven't noticed that. The clock's disappeared. Thing counts down from about 2 minutes or something like that. When we eventually get back up to the caravan, you'll notice the video up there is much longer. It's about 4 minutes long, that one. That's just how it is until I remake it and make another 2 minute one. But I don't know how long that's been. How very strange. Good morning to you. Who's with us? Not too many people to start with. Good, we can do lots of name checks then. Morning to Dr. Gregorian, Gavin Bass, Diane Jebb, Jason Hughes, Fran Green is there. Mandy Davenport, good morning. Shania. Morning, Shania. Must be up for early. Do they not have an early morning rosary? What happens in the morning? No early morning rosary or something like that. Adrian Richardson, hello to you. Peter Wright, Mr. John Parrish. I've got a couple of photos from John Parrish to show you this morning. We will require 12 likes. Just 12 likes for John Parrish's photos this morning because there's only 2. Okay, 12 likes for John Parrish's photographs. One is particularly vile and disgusting. Absolutely vile and disgusting. Morning to Gareth Loxton. Hello to you, sir. Fran Green, Tony King, Andy, who's coming to play. La 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 la. John Aitkins in the house and Daniel Woodhouse as well. There we are. That's everyone that is appearing in front of me in all their glory this morning. Nice to see you again. Yes, we're checks and clouds today. Oh, I thought to myself, well, that's not going to match. And then I put it on. And I sat in front of a mirror. Where's my air thing? Oh, where do these remote controls go? They just walk away on their own, don't they? Remote controls, don't you think? Oh, there it is. Yes, I thought to myself, well, clouds and checks won't go. Then I put it on and I thought, no, that looks quite nice, I think. Pink, I think it's the contrasting colour. Might be different if it was another colour or something like that, you know. Poor Daniels. Romford hasn't been flooded after last night's deluge. Oh, that is a shame. What a dump that is. It's all concrete. Romford. It's quite a lot of chavs around there. I often hung around there. It was about 20 years ago. I used to DJ in Romford, a place called Colours. It was full of chavs. Oh yes, I used to hang around that club afterwards, hoping to be picked up, but nothing. Nothing ever happens, I'm afraid. Nothing ever happens. Cloudy and overcast. It's been raining really all night, to be honest. Started just as I went to bed at about 11:45 last night. I've started getting the show ready the night before. I find that much better, actually. You know, then you come in here and sit down. Everything's ready. So I'm kind of sitting here twiddling my thumbs this morning, waiting for a quarter. I could have started earlier, but, you know, I said 8:45, so I try and make it 8:45. But it's been raining all night, actually, the entire night. No thunder, nothing like that. But, yes, so quite wet outside probably is where you are as well. Poor John's got to leave early today. Oh, he's having a test, are you, my love? A COVID-19 test. Why are you nervous, John? Why are you nervous? You don't need to be nervous, darling. Are you okay, or do you feel ill? Are you just having that test to see if you've had it? Or whether you've... I wouldn't be too nervous about that, darling, at all. You know, don't be nervous, darling. Just get on with it and be done. That's it, my love. Morning to Denise Andrews. Morning, Denise. How's the chickens this morning? I hope they're clucking away outside. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Cluck, 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 cluck. Cluck, 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 cluck. Clucking away there, aren't they? Yesterday I went on a 5-minute walk. 5-mile walks I did yesterday. That was by accident because once again I got lost. No idea. Now, the thing is with this Google Maps, right? I've got Google Maps on here, okay? It works so well until you get lost. And then it just doesn't work. it keeps telling me that it's rerouting at the top. Now, I've done everything. I've downloaded, apparently you can download a section of their maps, depending on what area you're in, you see. So I've got that on there, and it always works as I'm walking along. I'll have a quick check. Yeah, that's still working. We'll walk along a little more. Oh, yeah, that's where I am. And then you carry on walking, and then you get lost, and then you turn it on, and it doesn't work anymore. Every single time. The Apple Maps, as I mentioned, they've got Apple Maps on here as well, and they always seem to work. The only thing is, there doesn't seem to be a way to switch to a walking route. I can only discover, maybe you can find this on your Apple Map now, and then you can help me with this, because I don't know, I can't work it out. There's the Apple Maps. Hang on a minute, where is it now? There's the Apple Maps. Oh, there's another 4 messages. Wait, I don't bother with messages. Don't ever send me a message on Facebook. I just don't bother with them. I deleted the Facebook messaging thing. So annoying. Beep, beep, all the time. Or, even if you turn the notifications on, you've got that blooming great big red dot there telling you to open the messages. I will not be a slave to my phone. If you want to contact the show ever, send it on an email. Because if you send it on a Facebook message, good chance it won't get responded to. Because I just don't use them. So the Apple Maps is here, right? Tap that. Tap, tap, tap. There we are. Okay. Now, if I type something in, I don't know, Virginia Water. Virginia Water. Claire goes there. Very posh place. Virginia Water, right? So you type that in. So it says directions here. Now, where is the thing to make it? I'm sure, because some of the others, they allow you to choose a walking route or a cycling route or a driving route. This only seems to have the driving routes. Which I find surprising. There must be an option here to choose the walking route. So I'll click on Virginia Water there. Now, it says directions, 24-minute drive, right? On that particular page, I don't know how well... Oh, you can't... Oh, what an idiot. I'm holding it too far away from the camera. Okay, so there we are. It just says directions 24-minute drive. There is no option on there to choose a walking route, right? So your only alternative is... There's a little cross there, that's it. And you click anywhere else on here. Nope. Doesn't bring you on an alternative at all. So let's click the directions for the drive. Okay, so it now says 25 minutes drive. So I'm now looking around here. Driving options. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Walk. Look, walk. There it is. 3 hours and 43 minutes. What's that there? Ride. Ride? Is there... Oh, there's no cycling one. Drive, walk, transport. What's ride? Directions are not available. Oh, no, okay. Transport. There's no cycling walk, but a walking route would do. That's probably quite similar. Oh, okay. So it's 3 hours to walk to Virginia Water. Well, I've only just discovered that. I keep looking at that while I'm out. Because that one doesn't seem to lose the satellite signal. Funny, isn't it? Can't work it out, that one. There's Claire. Good morning, Claire. She's got a 3-inch cucumber growing on her cucumber plant now. And some tiny little tomatoes and courgettes. Very exciting. Yes, it is, Claire. It is really exciting when you get your own fruit and veg grow. I love it. And you see it going from that to these sometimes great big... I don't know what sort of tomatoes you've got there. You get those beef tomatoes, don't you? Most people try Moneymaker. They're quite easy to grow. Moneymaker. Or Gardener's Delight. Moneymaker or Gardener's Delight. They're quite good tomatoes to grow. Denise, the chickens are taking shelter. It's pouring hard in Lincolnshire this morning. So there we are. John thinks he had it in January, February. Then what are you worrying about, John? If you've had it already, then that's that, isn't it? I think that's probably it, John. Well, I'd be very happy to, if I was asked to go in, would you like to come and have a COVID test to see if you've had it? I'd be straight there. Why don't you want to know? That's a good thing. If you've had it and you don't even know about it, I think that would be excellent news. Yeah, I shouldn't worry about that at all. Well, we wait with bated breath for your results tomorrow, my darling. We may even throw a small party just here for Mr. John Aitken, who's in Sheepherds Bush. Sheepherds? What? Who stole my clock? That's what I want to know this morning. Mick, how can you get lost in Bracknell? We have a very large forest here, Mick. in the middle of the forest. Once you come off the, well, no, not even off the main paths, actually. You can be on main paths in there. And then you look around and everything looks the same. I could, of course, double back if I wanted to, but I like to go in a large circle. And you see all different things. I saw the most beautiful mushroom yesterday. Just sitting there on its own, completely on its own, on this path, growing in the middle of the path. I thought some kid had come along and kicked that to pieces later on, I suppose. No cucumbers, though. Claire's got all the cucumbers this morning. Morning to Heidi Young. Good morning, Heidi. Hello to you, sir. Lady, I beg your pardon, Heidi. Heidi runs the fan club, the fan page on Facebook, which I'll... I need to keep a copy on that so I can put it on there for you. I keep forgetting to do that. Heidi, just send it through again, Heidi, and I'll do that, all right? Dan S. Good morning, Dan S. Juan. Good morning, Juan. A very good evening to you, Juan. Welcome to the show. I think you're new today, aren't you? Welcome along, Juan, in Los Angeles, LA. I've never been to LA. No, it's somewhere I'd like to go. I've been to New York. Too busy. Far too busy. I've been to Florida. I love it there. We love the Disney. I love the big open roads, going in and out of the shopping mall, Orange Mall, and the two designer centres at either end of International Drive. I love it there. The last time I went there was about 5 years ago with my nephew. I absolutely love it in Florida. And I've been to Maine, which is beautiful. That was back in 1979. That was with the Scouts. Yeah, it was supposed to be the World Jamboree. And we're all supposed to be going to Iran. As the Americans say, Iran. It's Iran. And but of course it didn't happen because they were starting to have troubles there. So we went to various different places of the world in the end, the various different scout groups. And we went to Maine, New York and Boston. And Maine was just amazing in not cycling, walking and canoeing in Maine High Adventure National Park. Oh, wonderful time. Wonderful time. Let's have a look there. Yeah, I'd do fine in LA, would I? Well, I don't know that. But I would like to go to LA at some point. I think my nephew wants to go there as well. He's probably a little bit too old to go on holiday with me now. He's got his girlfriend and that, probably go on holiday with her. Don't want to go with sad old Uncle Chris anymore. It would be a lone excursion. Business class, of course, my love. I'm just sitting in the back of that plane. Although I don't like the idea of having masks and things on, so I'll have to wait until we get through that period of time, if we ever do. I don't know if we will or not. Anyway, where were we? Yes, so a 5-mile walk yesterday, and I ended up at my mate's house, who's kind of over that way, because he had a couple of things to give me. And while we was there, I thought, oh, do you know, and it was like, it got late. It was like 1:30, and I'm a bit hungry for my lunch now. I said, shall we order something in? I'll pay, you know. He said, yeah, go on then. He said, we'll get a couple of pizzas in. I said, did they deliver fish and chips? And he's like, yeah, of course I don't eat fish. I'm vegetarian. So I said, well, what have they got for me? He said, well, I'll order fish and chips. And here's what you can have. And he gave me a list. And they do halloumi burger. I like halloumi. It's like a very salty, rubbery cheese. It's absolutely delicious. I love halloumi. Good morning, AD. Morning, AD. Nice to see you there. And Millie Davis. Well, you're all back this morning, aren't you? Good morning, everyone. Morning to all of you. Yes, lots of people rejoining us today, so to speak. So I ordered a halloumi burger and chips. And he ordered it, and I put the money in his account. 24 quid, though. He told me that after he'd pressed the buy button. 24 quid. Jesus, for a few chips. I nearly fell through the floor. Fortunately, it's concrete. 24 quid. For that, I got a large chips and a halloumi burger, which I have to say, I think it's the first time I've had chips from a chip shop for about 6, 7, 8 months. Gotta be, because I do them all myself here, you see. The halloumi burger was absolutely delicious, I've got to tell you. Really nice. And I had a large chips, and it was very well presented. All in cardboard boxes. Little cardboard boxes. No plastic. And you know how it is. some of these chip shops, and they still serve their stuff in these awful polystyrene things, and the chips are all sweaty. Oh, it's vile. And not only that, and they put them in a plastic bag, and it just makes them all soggy and horrible, doesn't it? I don't like them. Morning, Ross Patzelt. Hello to you, sir. And my mate had fish and chips, like I think a piece of haddock and chips there, and he enjoyed that as well. He only had small chips. 24 quid. It was Deliveroo. I've got the app now. Deliveroo. Look at that, Deliveroo. And apparently I missed the lad on the bike who was really good looking, so I was very disappointed because I didn't open the door. We sit there and look at people. Me and them and criticise. Isn't that an awful thing to do? Cool, look at that one over there. His boyfriend whacks him across the head whenever he does that. Good. I get great pleasure out of seeing my mate whacked across the head by his other half. But 24 quid, jeez, it's a lot of money for a delivery, isn't it? Anyway, so that was the fish and chips yesterday. And as I say, absolutely delicious. And all presented in little, everything was in cardboard or paper. You know, the burger was in a cardboard box, even the chips in a cardboard box, and that came in a paper delivery bag. Very, very good. All reusable, recyclable and all that. So very, very good indeed. I suppose you pay for delivery as well there, don't you, really? You know, something like that. But I never used Deliveroo, and I think from chip shop to our house was about 15 minutes altogether. Very fast service. Not like that with Domino's, is it? Geez, you could be waiting there 45 minutes or an hour for their bleeding pizzas. I don't know how they work it there. Very strange. Adrian, if you ask me, I'll go to LA with you, business class. I need to put more charity work at the moment, so all down to you. Kind of my heart. No, thank you, Adrian. I don't think we get on, darling. I don't think we get on at all, to be honest. I don't go on holiday with friends anymore. There's been too many disasters. The only people I go on holiday now is with family, and that includes my best mate. I only go on holiday now with family members. Morning to Ross Patzelt, who's in the house, probably on a little break this morning. Morning, Ross. AD's had another child now. You're at it like rabbits, aren't you, AD, dear? I mean, give it a rest here. It'll fall off. Congratulations to AD. They got another little boy now. Oh, bless them. It was delicious for £24, Dan. I've got to tell you, one of the best fish and chips I've ever had. AD has halloumi with chilli. Wrap it in bacon with barbecue with garlic. We're not having any dead animals, thank you very much. We don't eat dead animals, AD. No, thank you. God's sake, man. Morning to John Glazebrook. Well, you're up early, my love. Good God. Are you okay, dear? You're not feeling well or something? I had to get up to go to the toilet, so just popped on to say goodbye before you go back to bed again. Shocking state of affairs. Heidi's been fishing this morning. That's early, isn't it? Gosh, what time do you get up to go fishing then, Heidi? That is early. Hey, John, £24. You need to go back to the caravan on the East Coast. Oh, yes. The trawlers catch in Skegness. Very, very good value for money there. Ross's mum converted from cod to haddock. It's the best fish ever. I don't eat fish at all. If it's got a face, I don't eat it, I'm afraid. Yeah. £12 to £13 plus delivery is £5. Yeah, it probably sounds about right then, doesn't it, really? Did I tip to the delivery? We always give tips, Juan. I always give tips, always. If you do me a good service, I'll give you a good tip. Good tip. I learned that, really, when I went to America, because I know a lot of you survive on your tips out there, and it's a perfectly reasonable thing to ask. Some people are so tight. It's usually the people with a lot of money that are really tight, to be honest. You know, when I go to one of my posh afternoon teas, I tip really well at those things. Right, let's get on with this, my love. So that's my walk yesterday, and I was quite pleased about doing the 5-mile walk. I was going to walk back here from my mate's house, which again is about another 2 miles, but unfortunately it started pouring, absolutely pouring down with rain. So my mate gave us a lift home, and that was nice. We noticed the petrol prices are starting to edge up again now. Now that there's a few more people walking around. 106 a litre, I noticed. 106 at the Sainsbury's up the road. It did get down to 102, actually. got down to 102, so that's creeping up now, 106. Also in the show today, we've got our Super Chatter raffle, boys and girls. Those of you that have been sending tips and little super chats during the week, which I'm always eternally grateful for, boys and girls. Everyone who sent those got a raffle ticket. Every time someone sent me a tip, I gave them a free raffle ticket. So every time someone sent me a £1 tip, I gave them a ticket. When they sent a £2 tip, I gave them 2 tickets, and so on upwards. Some people bought 10 tickets. 10. So I think some people tipped me £10, so I gave them 10 free raffle tickets. But that will be happening during the show today, and this week's prize is this, okay? This week's prize is that. It's hooded top. We only got 2 of these made. Okay, there's extra large or large. You choose which one you want. Okay, when we do the raffle a little bit later on. If you're tipping at all this morning, they will go in for this morning's raffle as well. Okay, so your last chance there. If you're tipping this morning and you want to get some free raffle tickets, you will go in for that this morning. Large or extra large, you choose, and I will give out the tickets live while we're doing this as well. All right, my loves, and then there's a different prize for next week. What will it be? I wonder. Do you know what? I wish I'd thought about it before I started, then I'd know what it was, but I don't. I think, was it going to be another mug? I can't see where it is, though. I can't see my mugs now. Where have I put that? Oh, there it is, behind there. Yep. I think we're going to do another mug for the raffle this week, okay? Now, those of you with the Amazon devices, there's a new one coming out. Bit of technology news for you this morning. Amazon's new Echo Auto. You're going to be able to have it in the car at last. I mean, you can, in a way, have it in the car now, but you've still got to touch your phone to fire up the Amazon device on the app on your phone, haven't you? You can't just say the words and the phone lights up, because obviously young Siri will speak, won't she? But Amazon have finally launched Echo Auto in the UK, letting you put Amazon Echo in the car. It means any car without the digital assistant built in as standard can get an upgrade, and it's going to cost you 50 quid. And it's quite small actually for 50 quid, I have to say. Let me just take a photo of it and show you. This is the Amazon. And you know, I could have just put this on the screen. They wouldn't mind that. There you go. That actually looks quite small, doesn't it? On the other hand, you don't have much space in a car. So I think possibly that's a little bit more, certainly it's more expensive than the Echo Dots and things like that are around at the moment. In fact, they're on special offer at the moment, which I'll come to in a moment. Amazon's, sorry, I've set off your Alexas now, haven't I? Amazon's little helper is usually confined to stay-at-home speakers, but the Echo Auto connects to your car with all the same tricks as the main thing. She's powered by your 12-volt power socket or a USB port. She hooks up to your speaker system using either a jack, if you've got a little jack socket in your radio, or with most cars now, you've probably got Bluetooth. I've certainly got Bluetooth in my car, and you can connect to her like that. How that would work if your phone's also connected to the Bluetooth, I don't know. Because I'm not sure about this, the technical people will know. If you've got something and you've connected to it with Bluetooth, like headphones, perhaps you're listening to your phone through your Bluetooth headphones, right? If you want to connect something else to that, say a speaker, don't you have to first disconnect the headphones before that will work? I'm sure that is the case. So in a car, if you're connected, if you've got your phone, most people have got their phones connected, haven't they, to the to your Bluetooth radio thing in the car. Well, if you've got that done, then you can't surely connect the Echo Auto to it at the same time, I would imagine. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. It says, as I say, hooks up to your speaker system using a 3.5mm audio jack or the Bluetooth. This means it won't work on older cars without a way to link up your car's speakers. You'll also need to link her up to the Alexa. Oh, sorry, I've set your thing off again, haven't I? Up to the Amazon app on your smartphone so she can gain access to the mobile internet. I don't know how that's going to work then. But you're going to be paying... The Echo Auto launched last year in the US and is already heavily discounted with a 40% sale currently on over there. But British people will, of course, because it's always more expensive in this blooming country, isn't it? We will pay the full $49.99 when the gadget launches today. Some cars already have Alexa... I keep saying the word today, don't I? Some cars already have the Amazon device built in. Well, I didn't know that. I bet that's the BMWs and the sort of Mercedes, isn't it? Probably. Not the Toyotas like me yet, I'm afraid. Some cars already have it built in. So this is a great option for anyone with an older model or one without the fancy Amazon tech. Customers tell us that they want to take Amazon with them everywhere they go. We're delighted to offer them an easy way. So there we are. I mean, there you go. Will you be getting one of those for your car, I wonder? Have you got any in the house? I've got quite a few in the house now. I've got one in the kitchen, one in the living room, which is the show one. Peter Wright's got one of those. And one in the bedroom as well. That's here. And I've got two at the caravan. One in the living room and one in the bedroom. And it all works very well. Very well, actually. I can turn things on and off and what have you. But if you haven't got one yet, there's a sale on. Oh, yes. Now, when I bought mine, they were knocking them out for like 20 quid. Seriously, they were just around that, you know, what's that day that they have just before Christmas? The cheap day, you know. What is it again? You know, some Friday, Sale Friday or something like that. I can't remember what it's called now. But they had that sale around just before Christmas and all the businesses get together. And they were selling off the Amazon devices for like 20 quid. Well, I bought two. I thought I don't want one of those. And then they become 20 quid. And I thought, hang on a minute. All that technology for 20 quid, that sounds a good deal to me. So I bought two. One for up here. Sorry, one for down here in the house and one for the caravan. And I was so impressed with what they could do, turning lights on and off. The one with a screen, I can just tell it to bring up one of my security cameras. You know, show me the kitchen. And it comes on the screen. I haven't touched anything. I can turn the heating on and off. I can turn the air conditioning on and off. Either up here or at the caravan. So then I bought another couple. You know, while they were still on special offer. They were 20 quid then. Well, in the Daily Mail this morning, it's reporting just in time for Father's Day, which is this Sunday. You can back... I hope you'll be buying your daddy's presents if they're still around. Don't disappoint me and let me know that you haven't bothered to buy your daddy, who paid for all your schooling, a present for Father's Day. It says just in time for Father's Day, you can bag a deal on Amazon's best-selling home devices, including e-readers, that's their little books, isn't it? Smart speakers and Fire TV sticks. Better yet, all of these gadgets can be delivered next day to your door, which is perfect if you're looking for a last-minute gift. Now, with those Amazon Fire sticks, can you stream from your phone to the telly, I wonder? Do you know what I mean? If I'm looking at like a website or YouTube, can you stream what's on your screen to your telly? I wonder if you can do that. Because I've got an Apple TV box, which is very old. Someone bought that for me about 5 years ago now. But it serves the purpose of, when I'm in bed, mirroring my phone to the TV screen, and that works quite well. It says savings include a mega discount on Amazon's most popular smart speaker, which has been slashed to its lowest price to date this year. Plus, you can pre-order the all-new Fire 7 tablet now and receive 17% off. What dad wouldn't appreciate new tech this year? So there we are. They've got the Echo Dot, which is the thing I've got. That's now £29.99, which is a tenner more than I paid around Christmas. But nevertheless, they're 50 quid. They're usually 50 quid. So 30 quid is a damn good saving if you want to get into this sort of thing at the moment. Buy one. And it says, if your dad is after a smart speaker, this is the deal for you. Amazon's most popular smart speaker is voice controlled. Just ask for music, news, information, and more. Oh yeah, it just plays your music. You know, you can ask it, Amazon, play, play Les Miserables or something like that. And it goes on. Fire Stick, that's $39.99. That is. With 4K Ultra HD, 20% off that one. And that just sticks into the back of your telly, doesn't it? Like a little USB thing. They got the Echo Show. That's the picture. That's the one that's like a small television. That's now 60 quid, 25% off that one. Very good. And Echo Flex. I don't know what that is. This smart speaker saved on space. It just plugs straight into the wall, that does. So if you were, I don't know if you were wanting it to play music. Does it play music? I'm not sure that plays music. I think that just picks your voice up so that you can tell it to do things like turn the lights on or something like that. Very good. So if you want to get into all that technology stuff, now is the time to have a little look on the Amazon site to see if you can do something like that. All right, my loves. Well, Mick Davenport's just sent a super chat through. Thank you, Mick. 3. Could I have Sweet Caroline? You want me to sing this morning? Oh, well, if you've ordered a song and you've paid for it, it's paid me to sing this morning. So let me first give you 3 free raffle tickets. Mick Davenport. Here we are. And then I'll sing for you. Can I hold on for the singing a little bit, Mick? You don't mind, do you, darling? I will do it, though, for you. Mick Davenport and Mick Davenport. Have I used the right tickets here? Pink, yeah, pink. There we are. 3 tickets for Mick Davenport. Hoping to get lucky late on this week's Superchatter raffle happening during this show today. There we are. There's actually not too many of them this week. Okay. There we go. So that's in there. All right. Where are we now? Oh, dear. There's so many messages there. Michael Lawrence, Chris, please, Chris, no singing. I'm sorry, Michael. It's been paid for, mate. It's been paid for. If someone pays me to sing, I must sing, and that's it. Thank you very much. Good morning to Yvan. You're new, aren't you? Welcome along to the show, Yvan. John can stream from his iPad to the TV with Google Chromecast. Okay. Well, that might be worth doing. Might be worth doing something like that. Ross, my dad doesn't even know how to text, let alone buy him an Amazon Dot. I don't have them. I find them very confusing. You get used to them, Ross. The trouble is remembering the words of what you've called something. Like my air conditioning at the caravan is known as Caravan Lounge. And if you change the name, you just don't remember it. So then you have to look it up on your phone. Well, you might as well just press the button anyway, mightn't you? Good morning to Jorge Bond. Stream for YouTube through my phone. There we are. Let's scroll up there. I've got some at home. All right, let's just okay. There's a lot going on there, isn't there? Chatting away to each other. No, he doesn't want a Barry Manilow song. He wants Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond. Yes. Sweet Caroline. It's all right, I'll do more than that. Dave Moses, hook your phone up to the Echo and connect the Echo to the car via the Bluetooth. Very confusing, dear. Is that how it works? So they will all work together, will they? Maybe they will, yeah. Yeah, good. Good. Well, I hope so anyway, dear. Otherwise, we won't be happy. Daniel Woodhouse, talking of tips, why do only certain sectors of industry expect tip, namely hairdressers, taxi drivers, bellhops? Bellhops? What are bellhops? What are they, bellhops? Are they those boys that run up and down the stairs with your cases? Is that not bell boys, or not allowed to call them that anymore? Because it's sex. Oh, that's really offensive against women. Why are they called boys? They need to be called persons. Bell persons. Oh, the left wing are out in force today, dear. They're out in force today. What are they going to take down next, I wonder? We will see. Good. Ross, can I ask Amazon to tell my kids to be quiet and tidy up their mess? Oh, no. Of course you can't do them to that. What you need is a taser. That's what you need, Ross, for those tasers, darling. Yeah, they do special child tasers now. Did you know that? When they misbehave, you've no need to even leave your seat, my love. You can just sit there as you usually... I can just imagine you at home, actually, Ross. Sitting there with yet another pizza on your lap, couple of cans of lager to the left, remote control on the right, your wife running around all over the place, dealing with whatever you want dealt with, perhaps rubbing your feet now and again, and then the kids misbehave. You just taser them. It's very, very easy. Available in America, not available here. You'll have to smuggle them through at the airport, I'm afraid. Heidi, interested in your caravan setup? I take it you have some kind of Wi-Fi. Yes. Yes, I do. I have three home broadband, £22 a month. No limits. Very, very good. Very good. But it depends on what part of the caravan site you're on, my love. All right? Some of people on the site I don't think they get a 3 signal, and they're on O2. On that site, it seems to be either O2 or 3. I get a decent 4G 3 signal. I shouldn't be giving you this information, really, because, you might be the person that takes the Wi-Fi for the whole site, just that little bit over the top, so it slows it down for everyone else. So please don't buy one. I have a 3 Wi-Fi. What phone do you have, I wonder? And what's the Wi-Fi like there at the moment? All right. Am I like a comedian? Oh, I know. I'm not really, Evelyn. No, I just sit here and talk crap for an hour or two. That's what I do. So, yes, I do use Amazon Dots. They're all in there. And the camera. I have a stick-up camera. I have a Ring stick-up camera at the caravan as well. And that talks to the Wi-Fi. And I can. Do you want to have a look now? I can just bring it up on the phone. Here, watch this. I'll show you. Yvonne, it's fantastic. Now, where is it? Ring. I've got the Ring ones. Now, there are cheaper ones, but the first one I bought was a Ring, and I had no problems with it, so I'm happy to pay a little bit extra for that, There we are. So we bring up the Ring app. There it is. And I'll just bring up my camera for you at the caravan. There it is. 1 minute. And go live. And go live. Right, watch this. There it is. There's my little caravan, all right? And as you can see, there's a little bit... See that blurred bit on the bottom? There's obviously a raindrop there. Raindrops keep falling on my head. So that's it. And then I can bring up the one outside my front door as well, here, which picks up dodgy characters that might turn up. Hang on a minute. Where's that one now? Where's that? Go live. There we go. And that's outside the front door here. Look how quick that is. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? They're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, Evelyn, I'm streaming from the UK. That's right there. That's right. We don't do the messages all the time, though. We do bits of news stories and stuff like that, just so you know, okay? We won't be doing every single message and what have you. Good morning to Rachel joining us this morning. Morning to you, Rachel. Let's have a look there. Right. Okay. Oh, we got 16 likes. Okay, boys and girls. I've got a couple of photographs to show you this morning. Thank you very much for the likes, for seeing the photographs. They're both from John Parish. Here we go. Isn't that just awful? That poor pig must have been running around at some point. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful picture that is. What an awful thing to send to a vegetarian, dear. Poor thing. Now, where is that? Is that in the Philippines? He says it's me and my ex. He says it's him and his ex there. I'm not so sure about that. Awful. Awful. And that's the picture that you can see outside his caravan, because he's got a caravan. He's over here at the moment, but he lives in the Philippines, and I've got that's got to be the Philippines. That wouldn't be allowed to have that here. What is it doing? A dreadful picture. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people now traumatised because of that picture that you sent in there, John. Awful. In fact, I'm going to delete that immediately from my system. Thank you. And deleting. Gone. That's better. Oh, that's three of my great nieces. That's great nephew George on the left there. Great niece Emily in the middle. And great nephew James. Look at them. They're like steps, aren't they? You could put them, if there was a big step to go out, you could put them in front of them and walk on their heads. Yeah. Oh, Evelyn's in the Philippines as well, was she? Oh, you want to talk to John Parrish, who's here? Talk to John Parrish. Yeah, because he's from the... Well, he lives in the Philippines, but he's over here at the moment with his wife, Sherry. She does a lot of cooking and stuff like that. Claire, I want one of those security cameras for my mum. I don't want unwelcome callers persuading her to think about stuff she doesn't need. Ring is the one I've got. R-I-N-G, Claire. I found it particularly easy to set up. It is one of the dearer ones. There are cheaper ones. What they're like, I don't know, but I've got the Ring one. All right. Denise gets a lot of cobwebs and spiders on our cameras. Yes. That does happen occasionally. You just go up there with a little brush. Sometimes I see a spider crawl across it, and that sets the motion detector thing off. A caravan is a trailer. Yes, Juan. I believe you call them trailers over there. We don't actually move them around all the time. They kind of get put in a place. But if you wanted to move it around, it's not a case of hooking it to a car. No, they're too big. They have to be lifted up onto a thing and moved around a bit like that around the country if you want to. All right. Good. How rude. Mick Davenport. Poor kids having to wear that tap. They're very pleased to wear my special T-shirts. Thank you very much. There's another three there. That's in the front there is great niece Olivia. Behind on the right is great nephew Harry and great niece Evie there. Who I should be seeing those hopefully in the next week or 2 or 3 weeks. We're hoping to get some permission to be able to stay away from home. We can move around now. We're allowed to move around the country now, but we're not allowed to stay away from home in another sort of a holiday home thing overnight, unfortunately. More of a mobile home. Yeah, yes, Juan, but we have mobile homes that don't move. And we have caravans, static caravans that don't really move but can. I mean, they do move, but they're not towed around. Do you know what I mean? And then we have tow-around caravans, which you're attached to the back of your car and you can just take anywhere. But I couldn't do the toilets, dear. No. You have to empty toilets and things like that. That's not for me, I'm afraid, my dear. Not for me. Awful. Okie doke. What else have I got here? So you've seen John Parrish's thing. I did the rest of my grass seeds last night, and I'm pleased I did, really. First of all, I used my electric rake. Pulls up all the dead moss. Here's a question for you. Maybe Claire or one of the gardeners would know this. John, you might know this. What do you do with moss? What do you do with it? I mean, is it any good? So my electric raker pulls all the moss up and leaves the grass there. Okay, if you've got decent grass, it will leave the grass, and all the moss ends up in this thing. And it, every time you do, like, come one end of the garden, come the other, you have to empty the thing again. So in the corner of my garden, I now have this pile of moss against the fence. Is there anything I can do with that, or will it just break down naturally? Or perhaps little insects and bugs want to live in it, or maybe useful to birds, collecting stuff for their nests and things like that. I get a lot of visitors in my garden. Yeah, I couldn't believe it the other day. I was sitting there in the living room. I thought, I'll turn the telly off. Nothing on there. Loose women. Oh, Christ, what a load of crap. Anyone watch that? Dreadful programme. Those old bags sitting there talking about their husbands and their girlfriends. One of the worst programmes ever. Loose women. Dreadful. Oh, it's horrendous. And you get that old bag Katie Price on there with her lips and false breasts. Oh, not for me at all, that thing. you know. Yeah, my sort of thing would be, you know, Prisoners Run Riot. I'd like to watch that. I'd like to watch something like that. But yes, at the moment they're all. It's just piled up in the corner, really. I've got a compost bin as well. Whether or not I could put them in there, I don't know, and it would die down. But anyway, so I've raked up all this and put all the moss in the corner there, and put the grass seed down. Ordered another box, which arrived yesterday, so I thought I'd do it now because I was looking at the clouds. And I thought this is going to chuck it down. Perfect time. It's warm outside, it's damp outside, and it's going to rain. Perfect time to put down grass seeds. So, and I've sprinkled all down, which I find that quite difficult to do it sort of, you know, evenly, to be honest. But I did it. And then I went back and did little patches that I'd missed perhaps. And I got the rake because you have to rake it as well. You don't want to pull the rake. Don't want to pull all the seeds into the same area. Just gently rake it, you know, so it moves them around a little bit. And then I came out in and asked Amazon what the weather was going to be. It said no rain forecast. I thought, oh, you must be joking. Then I looked on the BBC weather thing and it said rain tonight. So I thought, well, which one's right? And I thought, oh, well, I better water it just in case it doesn't rain. And otherwise it won't start, you know. So I've watered it, you know, manually with the spray thing. Didn't put the thing on, just manually, gently watered it. And then at about 12 o'clock, it started pouring down with rain again. So that was good, but perfect weather to do that. So I did that last night, and in a couple of weeks, that should all start showing through. I should have done a before. Actually, I did do a before picture. I did a before picture to show you as well, to see you how well that comes up there. One moment now. Let me just bring this up for you. Excuse me. Where's my pictures gone now? I've got so many icons on here. I could never find anything. There we are. Pictures. There we are. So that's it at the moment. Now, bear in mind, I have now pulled up all the moss. So you'll see how bad it was. There you go. Look at that. Awful. Isn't it? So the bit at the bottom I did the day before yesterday. There's a bit at the side, which, yes, you can just about see that. Let me zoom in on that. That bit at the side there, that was really bad. There was nothing left there. And this bit here, so that's pulled all the moss out. And there is grass. If I zoom in, you can see some, but not much. And that whole area, that's what the raker does, you see. It pulls out all the dead grass on all the dead bits. And if you zoom in, it's not as bad as it looks from far back, you see. Okay? But as you can see, desperate in need of some grass seed. So I've done that. And hopefully in 10 days' time, we'll take another picture and it will look completely different. But I like to keep the garden done like that, all right? Morning to Mr. Media Mate. Good morning to you. Denise, when you go up to the caravan, pop in for cake and bring a fridge magnet. Well, you have to win those, I'm afraid, Denise. No, they cannot be given away. We had someone else asking for a mug the other day. I got a private message through from Janet Gibbs, Danny's mum. Danny is a very, very, very good friend of me. He lived here for a while back. I always thought I'd get with him, but it didn't happen. I thought I think I might be going out with you, but it didn't happen. Funny, really, isn't it? How things are. We're just very close friends. Yeah, he stayed with me in the room and all that, but no funny business going on. We were just really close friends, and didn't happen. But there you go. Can't have everything. Can't have it. You can't have, partners in your lives and be an international television personality like I am. Can't have it. If I did have, I wouldn't be in here every morning talking to you, would I? I'd be very, very busy going and doing the housework and being a housewife. That's what I do. Moss in the compost bin is being told to me there. Okay. Is that an unusual thing, Juan? A white guy doing landscaping, not in LA. Don't white people do landscaping? Why is it only black people do landscaping then? Why is that? Do you just not want to do it? Don't white people want to do it? Is that what it is or what? That's funny, isn't it? I wouldn't have thought what colour you are would have made any difference whether you want to do sort of landscaping or anything like that. I enjoy it. And besides, I wouldn't say what I do is landscaping. It's gardening. Amateur gardening. Amateur gardening. When you're doing a little vlog like this, sorry, I beg your pardon. When you're doing an internationally acclaimed television production, like I do every morning here, well, Monday to Saturday I'm here. Monday to Saturday, 8:45 is when the show's on now, okay? When I'm sitting here doing this thing, And where were we going with that now? What were you just saying? I've forgotten now. I can't remember where I was going with that now. Do you know? I can't remember where I was going with that. There. I've lost the stream. I've lost my thread there. But yes, I don't. Whatever difference it would make, whether you're sort of black or white or halfway in between, doing landscaping. I enjoy doing it. I love it. Amateur, that's it. That's where I was going with that one. You never want to come here and say, well, I'm a gardener. Someone would then start pulling out little faults. I'm always very careful with that. Someone like Peter Wright, for example, he'd look for errors. He loves it. He got so excited. He wet himself the other day because he thought he saw a load of birthdays. I think he was looking at the wrong day, possibly. He wet himself. He was going mad. Oh, quit. Chris has made a mistake. And if I said to you I was a gardener and you said, well, you don't know how to grow that, so how can you call yourself a gardener? I don't. I am an amateur gardener, amateur piano player, amateur organist. Everything I do is amateur and very, very amateur DIY person. Most of my DIY is a complete and total mess. Complete and total mess. Mr. Media Mate, just someone else on the channel who enjoys joining us every morning, isn't it? That's right. Oh, so only Mexicans do landscape there. Okay. Is that, I suppose, yeah, I suppose you do get like a race of people who decide to do a particular type of thing, isn't it? Now, over here, you find a lot of people, I think, now, where are they from? The people who do the nails. You go into... Not me. I don't have my nails. As you can see. I have perfect nails. I don't need colour on my nails, dear. Natural, dear. Natural. But you go into people that do the nails and they look like they're all from Asia somewhere. All of them. Practically every single shop you go in and the Asians have kind of do all the nail bars. Years ago, when we first had corner shops in this country, well, we had them for years, but again, people, not different type of Asians, aren't they? What would I say? If it's okay to say Chinese type Asians, so Japanese, Thailand type people, they seem to do all the nails, right? And then when we had the other Asians come across from places like India and Pakistan, they kind of started opening lots of corner shops, and that's their thing. Do you know what I mean? It's interesting to see that. Australians, dentists. You always went to a dentist surgery and there'd be one or two Australians in there doing the dentistry work. Isn't it funny how, like, a certain... would you call it a race? No, not race. Country. Certain countries seem to have, like, a thing that is theirs. You know what I mean? God knows what we do. We just sit there shouting and screaming at people. One of those things, isn't it? Juan says, I think Vietnam makes a lot of nail ladies. I'd quite like to go to Vietnam. I think that's a beautiful country. I was watching a film on Netflix this week, actually, called Da 5 Bloods. DA, number 5, Bloods, which is about these 5 American GIs that were in Vietnam. Terrible, terrible things going on over there years ago. And they went over there. Anyway, they buried some gold, and years later, they become middle-aged men. They went back to find it. Very good film. Netflix. Da 5 Bloods. Okay. Oh, happy birthday to Paul McCartney. 78 today. Is he really? Gosh. Gosh, that's some time ago, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Delia. Is it Delia? Who's Delia? Delia Smith, 78 as well today. Is that right? Is that right? Gosh. Wow. Mr. Media Mate is your husband. Oh, I didn't know that, Evelyn. Hello. Husband and wife here today. That's excellent news, boys and girls. That's it. Build up the viewers. See if we can get to 50 this year. No, you never know. Okay, so that's the grass seeds. I got my tea tree oil from Amazon, which I showed you the other day, and I tried that out in my foot spa last night. Oh my lord, the smell coming from that tea tree oil and Epsom salts in my foot spa. So after I'd done the grass last night, I had my dinner, and I filled up the little foot spa, plugged it in. I always put a towel underneath it. Plugged it in the living room. Put my feet in that, and two tablespoons of Epsom salts. Tea tree Epsom salts went in there, put that in, switched it on, put the bubble thing on, put the vibration thing on, and gently lowered my feet into that. Oh my. I'm so glad I discovered foot spas. And the smell, just a very light tea tree oil smell coming through the living room. My feet were in there for an hour and a half. I trench foot here. I trench foot when I come out of there. Oh, it was so relaxing. And I was sitting there watching. I watched a film last night. It's a series of 3. I can't remember what it was called now. Hang on a minute. Stay alert. No, that's the government thing, isn't it? Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can remember what it was called last night, and I can tell you. It's a series of 3 films. The first film was advertised as 2020, and it's not. It's 2000. Someone's done a blooming misprint there, and it does look old. I've got to say, it looked quite old, this film. But my friend DJ Chris, recommended this film. And the first one I watched, and I just didn't get into it. So I thought, I'll give the second one a go. And I kind of got into it. Into the Night? No, that's not it. Where's the thing where you pick them up from? Doesn't it say continue watching on here somewhere? I don't usually use the app on the phone. You see, I've never really watched The Woods. That's a new one as well, isn't it? The Woods. But I gather that's in foreign. So you've got to watch the subtitles. I can't be doing that. Gets on my nerves. Although I did watch a couple of films with subtitles. One was, I think it was called Platform. That was quite good. Platform there. All right. Because you watch binge-worthy series. Where's the thing that? Oh, it's not there. Why isn't that on there? My list. Is it my list? My list. No. Find something to watch. Oh dear. I know. I can type in what the last film was because I've got that ready. World War III was the last one in the series. I still can't find it there. Oh, there we are. Left Behind. Left Behind. That's it. Left Behind. So there's three in the series. Left Behind 1, Left Behind 2, which has also got a title, and Left Behind 3 is World War 3. So I've watched 1 and 2 now. That's quite a good series to watch. But although it says 2020 on the little programme summary, wait till the end of the film, it says 2000. So it's 20 years old, but it is still a good film to watch. So I was watching that last night while I had my feet in the foot spa and the smell coming up, and it ended up an hour and a half in there, you know. And then I started getting quite hot, actually, after that. I don't know why. All over. Not just my feet. The heat seemed to travel upwards. How strange. So I took my feet out of there, gave them a good dry. And that was nice. That was nice. Now, I took the stuff out. But, of course, the entire rest of the night, every time I went out there, you don't notice it if you're still in the room, smells. Yeah, every time I left the room to go out to the kitchen or something like that, you could smell the tea tree oil again. In fact, even this morning, I got up this morning around about 7:10, I think it was. I went downstairs and yep, it's still in there. The beautiful smell of tea tree oil. Really, really nice. Good morning to Maureen. Text again today, who enjoyed my Tchaikovsky piano concerto that we played at the quiz. Yes, indeed, on Tuesday night. We have a quiz every Tuesday night. If you're around 8 p.m. is quiz time on Tuesday night on this channel. Okay, glad you enjoyed that. Glad you enjoyed that, Maureen, and a very good morning to you, my love. Lots of rain in London this morning. Subtitles, you're too busy reading the damn writing rather than watching the film. Well, yes, that's the thing, Rachel. And I went to an opera once at the Colosseum. Right, that was all in foreign. But at the top, they had this... Oh, do you want that sad news or not? Dame Vera Lynn has died. Oh, Oh. Oh, well. There you are. She was 103. That's not bad, is it? Eh? Bless her heart. Dame Vera Lynn has just died. Oh, we'll have to sing We'll Meet Again, I think. We'll have to sing We'll Meet Again and also the Neil Diamond one as well. You might get 2 songs today. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? Dame Vera Lynn. She was the forces' sweetheart. When they had the wars on, she would go around to, soldiers' bases, army bases and all that and sing We'll Meet Again and all that business. Oh, that's sad. That's sad news. That's very, very sad news indeed. Good. Right. Let's have a look there. Your quiz is on at 5 o'clock where Mr. Medium, but he's a true fan. He's always there. You don't actually have to be there live to play the quiz. You can always play it later on, Just pick up the YouTube recording there. That is a good innings, Jason. 103 for Dame Vera. I think we should sing that now, actually. We should sing that now in memory of Vera Lynn. So let's just see if we can find a version of that, all right? Keep smiling for just that's the one, isn't it? Right. I'm sad. We'll find a non-copyright version of that somewhere. Let's try this one. Let's have a little listen to this one. See if that one works. Who's this bloke? Harry. Let's sound revision. Nope, too slow. Piano cover. Yeah, that looks like a bloke on his own like me. There we go. Let's try this one. That's the one, right? That'll do. That'll do. Let me get the words. I'm not sure of the words here, gang. Oh, I'm so sad at that. That's really pulled me down, that has. Wonderful Vera Lynn. Oh, bless her. Okey-doke. Here we go. In memory and from me and all of you to Vera Lynn, who we thank for entertaining the troops all those years ago. Here we go, gang. Will oh, that must be a that must be a verse as well. I didn't know there was a verse. Meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that you saw me go. I was singing this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Oh, that's sad, especially for Vera Lynn. Oh, okay. R.I.P. Dame Vera Lynn, of course. I stand corrected, Dame Vera Lynn. She was made a dame a very, very long time ago. Partners, yes, she was 103. Will any of us get to 103? I don't know. Maybe we will. No, maybe we won't. Yeah, that just came in. I have direct connection to the BBC here, and all its news stories, they come straight in here, dear. Oh yes, ever since my appearance on BBC Look North. Have I mentioned that recently at all? Did you not see my little BBC appearance? Poor old Vera Lynn, bless her. All right. What else have we got here? Oh, the other... more parcels arrived yesterday. Very exciting. My new... Are you ready for this, Jason Hughes? And other DIY experts on here. My new shed roofing felt has arrived. Now, this is not to do the whole roof. Okay? This is to do the bit that's leaking at the front. The roof is actually that corrugated plastic stuff. Right? But there's a drip coming in, which actually isn't as bad as it was since I put the tape on. Okay? But it is still happening. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time. Of course, I can't do it now because it's pouring down with rain. I would need to look for a couple of days of good weather in case I get that completely wrong. It's my last try to fix this before I call someone in because I can't do those things. Can't do them at all. All right. BBC. I know what BBC means to you, Juan. Don't worry about that. British Broadcasting Corporation. I'm quite partial to a BBC myself, to be honest with you. Oh, you are naughty. Okie doke. I'll do a story and then we'll do this week's Super Chatter Raffle, boys and girls. There's the prize. There's the prize for the Super Chatter Raffle this week. We're going to do it straight after this story, which is in The Sun this morning. Are you a fan of the BBC's Apprentice? I quite like it. I don't think I'd want to know any of the contestants. They're all a bit cutthroat and completely up themselves, don't you find? I'll do whatever it takes to get what I want. I don't like those sort of people. I really don't. I mean, if you are like that, I wouldn't be making a big thing about it and telling everyone. Well, in The Sun today, ITV is launching an all-out assault on The Apprentice with its own reality show search for entrepreneurs. I'm told the series, this is in The Sun, the series is being referred to as Easy Millions. It has already started casting for hopefuls who want to run the country's next £1 million business. It says, in a clear shot at its BBC rival, it asks if contestants fancy themselves as the next Lord Sugar or Karen Brady. Karen Brady has become a bit of a celebrity out of this, bit of a star. She's just, I like her. I like her. Particular women that I'm very respectful of are her, Karen Brady, and Deborah Meadham. I think she's great as well. Really great. And Naga Monchetti, of course. I quite like her. Oh, she was giving someone a hard time on the telly this morning. Who was it? It was one of the ministers. The one with the bald head. Was it Dominic Greaves? Was it? Was that who was on BBC Breakfast this morning? Naga was giving him a bit of a rough time. I go, come on, Naga. Go for it, girl. She was a little bit dark with her clothes. I like it when she wears that bright blue jacket. She's beautiful. I can't believe she's 45. Naga Monchetti, BBC Breakfast. She's on most mornings, yeah. I quite like her. Anyway, back to this story. It says Lord Sugar and his Apprentice series has been cancelled this year because they couldn't film because of the virus. But I'm told ITV hopes to start filming its version this summer and it could be on air in the autumn. A source said ITV has spotted a big gap in the television market here in the UK and it's full steam ahead. They want people to apply if they fancy themselves to be the sort of person who might have applied for The Apprentice and now haven't got an outlet to show themselves off. All being well, they have a decent lineup, get it filmed and be ready for the autumn or later this year. So we've got another Apprentice, really, coming through there. What do you think about that, eh? It might work for you. Perhaps you're an entrepreneur. You could go on it, eh? You could go on it. Show your wares. I like entrepreneurs, you know, not so much the business ones, the people who make things. They're inventors. I like inventors. I think Amazon's got a specific part on their site that they try and sell new products that someone has invented and are up and coming. You know, people, and of course, if you've got something like that, you could go on The Apprentice to get the money to make it, if you see what I mean. I think it's wonderful if you're able to invent things like that. Of course, you're likely to be someone with not an awful lot of cash behind you. There are other great inventors, Elon Musk, people like that. Who's the other bloke now? Dyson got so much money, and they can afford to take risks, can't they? I mean, Elon Musk, who else could afford to put all those little satellites up in the sky trying to give everyone internet? I think it's absolutely brilliant. And the electric cars, you know, it's all very well saying, oh, you know, Model S electric car, I don't know what they are, like £80,000, something like that. Very, very expensive, of course. Of course they are. How much money do you think he's lost trying to make that damn thing? You know, but they've now got the Model 3 series on the Tesla cars, haven't they? Which I think are about 30 grand. I mean, not many people have got 30 grand to spend on a car, but presumably you've got some sort of monthly thing you can do, like on my Toyota, you know. My Toyota certainly wasn't anywhere near 30 grand, but nevertheless, it's a lovely car. I love my car. Toyota RAV4. I love it. It's sat in the... I've been paying 3 months now. 3 months to have a car sat in the blooming garage. Dreadfuls. Juan says, I invented the ET finger rectal thermometer, but Spielberg said no go. Oh dear. Do you not like Dyson stuff, Park? That's a good point, Dr. Gregorian. Why couldn't the BBC film Apprentice, but ITV can? Well, they haven't started filming it yet. They're going to. So I don't know. We're not television. Well, I'm a television person, as you well know. But did you have a nice birthday yesterday, Dr. Gregorian? I know you got lots of messages. I hope you had a nice time yesterday. All right. Let's have a look. Denise doesn't like Naga. A lot of people don't. I quite like her, but I agree with Deborah and Karen Brady. Yeah. They find Naga. She's a little bit bossy boots, but she's a character. I like characters, and I like characters from all sides. You know, for example, I think Boris Johnson's a great character, and I think James. Oh, what's his name now? Oh, he's always going on about Palestine. What's his name? Little bald man with a moustache and beard. He was on Talk Radio for a while. Oh, God, what's his name now? I can't remember his name now. I mean, he's hard left. But to me, that's irrelevant. I like characters. You know, we're putting all these people in pigeon box. Well, so what? He believes that and he believes that. If you're a character, I'd quite like to watch characters on the telly and that. And old Michael Gove. That's I'm in stitches sometimes watching him. Old Michael Gove. That Kean bloke. He's a bit wishy-washy for me. Do you know what? He's a bit bland. There's a blandness about him, isn't there? Even the little Scottish lady, I quite like watching her. I find them hilarious, some of the stuff that they come out with, all of them. And there's old Boris standing there. He don't really know what's going on, does he? Come on, he doesn't. None of them do. But old Keir Starn, bit too bland, boring, bland and boring. Even old Jeremy Corbyn, I used to love watching him. There was a particular thing he did in Parliament, and it was his turn to speak. I think it was a Prime Minister's question time, and Boris had done his bit there, and he got up and he says, "Well, let me tell you, Prime Minister, I spoke to a member of the European Union this was when the Brexit thing was happening. I spoke to a member of the European Union the other day on the telephone. I spent some time talking. And do you know what they said to me?" And someone from the other side says, "Who are you?" And the look on his face. It was so funny. You've got to look that up on the internet. You will be howling howling. The look on his face. Of course, all the other stuff, they're all laughing now. And he's standing there like this. He's standing there like this. Oh, for Christ's sake, get yourselves a sense of humour. That's it. What have you missed, Jason? What have you missed? Oh, was you talking about football there? I don't do football. I don't do football at all, I'm afraid. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Coughing away there. Right, shall we do the raffle now, my darlings? Let's do the raffle. It's raffle time for our Superchatter raffle. No one has to book tickets today, have I? Let me just check if I missed anything. Have any blue colours flashing up in front of me? Nope. Okay. Someone, boys and girls, is about to win the Super Chatters raffle. Let me bring over the Super Chatter ticket retention unit. Thank you very much. Here it is, next to my beautiful African violet there. You see I bought a vase in today as well. A vase in a way. No, we're not talking about football, Fran. We don't do football on here, you know. Right, here we go. Someone is about to win, gang. Let's just mix up the tickets. Those of you that had tickets this week. Okay. I tried to make it as visual as possible for you. Okay, so you know there's no funny business going on. Daniel says football is overrated. Yes, I'm sure it is. There we go. Let's give these tickets a good mix. Mixing with you and me. Mixing, we like to be. Hang on, I've got this here. Incidentally, is anyone new on the show today, I wonder, who saw the little advert on events? I tried a little advert on Facebook events today to see if anything came from that, but I thought it was worth trying. All right. Stop talking about football. All people on football, Mandy Davenport will be sent round to give pain and... Just a minute. Mandy Davenport will be sent round to give pain and suffering. Football is boring. And they're all gay anyway. They're all gay, the footballers. They get in a bath together. Dreadful. What a terrible state of affairs. Getting in a jacuzzi with all those other blokes. Like being at Chariots. Right, are you ready? Is that mixed up enough for you? Oh, God. Bit more. There we are. Right, here we go, gang. A ticket is about to be drawn. Here we go. Picking a ticket now, and here it comes. One ticket, and I have one ticket there. One ticket in my hand. It is ticket number 537. Ticket number 537. And this week's winner of the Super Chatter raffle is Mr. Peter Wright. Peter Wright is your winner on the show today. Congratulations, Mr. Peter Wright. Now, all these tickets go in here with all these tickets. That is for our once a month super draw, which is at the end of the month. All the tickets go in here, both the weekly raffle and the Super Chatters raffle. They all end up in here. There you go. Oh, God. Hang on a minute. This is very heavy, this. Okay. So that's now empty. There are all the tickets in there. Look at that. Okay. That's the once a month super draw, which this month will be in the morning show on Tuesday the 30th. So congratulations to Peter Wright there for winning that. Well done, Peter. Good morning, Mark Jones. So you need to send me your address. And do you want large or extra large? Do you want large or extra large? Now, this will come to you in a little box. Okay, come in a box because it won't go in one of my envelopes. It's basically too big. But that's what you've won. There you go. All right? That's what you've won. This is the extra large one, just to let you know. Okay? To give you an idea of the size, perhaps. Right, so if I put that there like that, okay, I don't want to wear it, obviously, but you can see on me that is quite big, okay, that is quite big, but then you might be a big lad, so that's fine, whatever you want, large or extra large. Peter, if you could send me your full postal address, and that will go in the post for you today, okay, that will get in the post for you today, all right? And don't open the box with a knife. That's how you scratch that blooming clock. Don't open the box with a knife, okay? There you go. All right, well done. So there we are. Next week's Super Chatter raffles. Excuse me. Next week's Super Chatter raffle is... What shall we have? Let's have a mug. They're quite popular, aren't they? Let's do another mug. We'll do another mug this week, okay? We're going to do one of those. Next week's... Anyone who sends a tip next week, or from now, okay? Every time you send £1 Super Chat, I'll give you a free raffle ticket. That will go in there, and that's the prize next week. One of our exclusive United Kingdom Talk mugs. Now, there are only... There's a few of them. We're not running low on these, but they're the UK Lockdown 2020. Once they've gone, they've gone. Won't be any more of these made. All right? So that's the prize this week. Perhaps I should put a little sign, this week's prize, so that people know what it is. Okay? Good. Do you check your email daily? I sent one yesterday. Yes, I do. I'm not on there all the time, to be honest. I haven't got an email from you, though. Let me check spam. I have no email from you, my darling. No. No email from you. Do you want to try it again, my love? Let me put it up there. Oh, it's up there. Try it again. See if it comes to... Let me check social. Not on there. Promotions. Not on there. Don't know why. Your email didn't get to me. Try again, Denise. See how it goes, my love. All right? XXL is called small in the USA. Oh, I know there's some very large people in the USA, isn't there? That's all those burgers and chips everyone eats. I mean, it's all right now and again to eat burgers and chips, but you know, it's just it's just how it is. Anyway, congratulations to you there for winning that. All right, let's do some more stories. There's a lady here, massive lips she's got. Now we've told a couple of these stories here before, and you know, if you can find a way of making money, it doesn't really bother me what you do. You know, whether you're selling sweets in a sweet shop or selling your body somewhere. To me, it's irrelevant. Whatever you want to do, really, to make money. But in the Daily Mirror, and we also always have these stories. Generally, I don't find any other blokes doing it, but they probably do it as well. Generally of ladies selling pictures of themselves, right? And they've done something to them. The story here in the Daily Mirror, Sophia Lips, that's her name, might give you a clue to what she's recently had done. Sophia Lips has already spent £50,000. I mean, where can you get that sort of money to spend on such a thing? £50,000 on plastic surgery, but she has no plans to stop anytime soon. So far, she's had numerous cosmetic surgery to her lips, cheeks, chin, jawline, as well as an eyebrow lift, lip lift, 2 nose jobs, veneers and Botox. She says facial feminism is one of my big procedures. I have planned... I beg your pardon. Facial feminism is one of my big procedures I have planned, as I'm trans and have certain features on my face that I don't like. Although I've been changing my appearance for a few years now, I know this is just the start for me. Now, it's the lips, you see. It's the lips. I mean, does that do it for you? I mean, of course, it's completely up to her. But, you know, if she wants... And sometimes people say, oh, you're saying that about someone. Well, she has chosen to do that to her face, and I have an opinion. Same thing, isn't it? But does that do it for you? Maybe you like that. Any of the ladies want to have that done to themselves? You know, I just think it looks stupid. I'm sorry, I do. She says, I'm doing a full head-to-toe transformation. I want to go very extreme with my face, like Pete Burns, who I worked with Pete Burns, you know. You spin me... He died some time ago now. But you spin me right round. Lovely chap. Really nice bloke he was. It was all right with me. I was told he was difficult to work with, but he was all right with me. I think sometimes it's how you treat people, you know. If you build them up to be like, oh, hello, Pete, my name's Chris. I know it's only a small pub and the sound might not, but oh, it's all right, Chris, don't worry. We had a good chat. Yeah, nice. I've worked with some lovely people. Not the only people that were difficult were those that hadn't made it yet, you know? tin pot drag queens who weren't particularly good at what they were doing anyway, and they'd always find something wrong and moan. I never ever had any sort of problem with proper stars. For example, like I just said to you there, I forgot the name now. Where's that gone? Where's that gone from me? I just gave you a name, didn't I? That's completely gone out of my head again. I'm losing the thread today. Brotherhood of Man, I work with them. I work with Bucks Fears. The Beverly Sisters. Oh, so nice, the Beverly Sisters. Wonderful people they were. Dollar. Who else? The really camp one. Oh, what's his name now? I can't remember. Paul O'Grady, I worked with him. Loads of people. I basically push the buttons for their sound and work the lights. Never a problem. Some tin pot drag queens who never got anywhere, they're the worst ones. They're the worst ones. Always find something wrong with the equipment. The Nolans, lovely. The Nolans. Oh, wow. And one of the Nolans, she was singing away. She said, I think my microphone's gone dead. This is halfway through the show. I said, oh, I'm really sorry. She said, don't worry, dear. Carry on. No problem. You just carry on. And that's one of the things with I think, entertainment type people. Something goes wrong, just carry on. Just carry on and try and cover it. Don't stop. I think it's very amateurish to stop. There was one particular person, can't remember who it was now. She was on The Voice. She was one of the judges on The Voice. And she did this number. Well, it was live and it went a bit wrong. Well, she stopped. Can we start again, please? Can we start? You what? Start again? Carry on, dear. Very unprofessional, dear. You must just carry on. It's like when things go wrong here. I just carry on. I know. But Pete Burns, that was it, Pete Burns. Lovely chap. Really nice to get on with. Anyway, she goes on. Sophia from Lancashire hopes her next surgery, which she's planning to travel to Florida for, will give her her dream boobs. Well, I've got those already, dear. Look. You know, they're coming on nicely. They are. I haven't even had any surgery done. She says getting her dream look isn't cheap, and Sophia's come up with an unusual way to make cash. Now, there's another picture of her lips here. Would you like this as well? Let's see if we can take this here. And I'm sorry, you know, that's just not a good look, is it? Be honest. Is that a good look? Is that a good look? She makes this the woman, and she makes her money. So how's she paying for this? Is she claiming off the dole? No. No, she's not. Full credit. She makes thousands of pounds each month by sharing saucy photos of herself online, specialising. Now, this is a new one to me. This is a new one to me. She specialises in financially degrading men. That's what she does. She financially degrades men. Now, so what does that mean? She started off working as an escort, then realising she could make extra cash with the unusual approach which sees men pay her to demand money from them. That's a new one on me. She said, I realised quickly that there is this whole world of what's called findom, Findom, which is a form of financial domination whereby men willingly send money to a dom, her, and cash pigs and cash slaves. This is what they're called. This is what they call themselves. My mind was blown and I have not looked back since. Just this morning, I woke up to a text from a guy asking me if there's anything he'd like me to do today. I told him, yes, start by emptying your bank account into mine, and then I want you to write lines saying I must obey Goddess Sophia Lips. And he sent me £1,700 and is still writing the lines. And I've got to say, there's also a picture of this person before they became trans, right? What a good looking boy, you know. And what a fantastically good looking boy. That is the same person as that. And you may be saying to yourself, you know, why would someone want to do that when they're that good looking? Well, that's just them, isn't it? That's just how they are. You know, who are we to say, you know, whether someone should or we may not like it, but that's what they wanted to do. So that's it. Fair enough, isn't it? It goes on. She said she's had some very bizarre requests since starting the unusual role. And she claims that some men just asked to meet her at cash points. I mean, why doesn't this happen to me? Perhaps Mick Davenport, you know, might say, all right, Chris, could you meet me at the cash point, please? And I go down, how much do you want? I'll have £20,000, please. And then he can take out the money, give it to me, and off everyone's happy. Why isn't this happening for me? I could have I could have the best caravan on Sylvie's caravan site. Sylvie, who is queen of all caravans, boys and girls. I could have the best caravan on there, all lit up at night. Oh, is anyone mine? Thank you, Mick Davenport. Anyway, so she claims some men just asked to meet her at cash points. They enter the pin and allow her to withdraw however much money she likes. Oh, I've got my pills. Hang on a minute. Forgot my pills. What? She said, some men are very strange. They thank me for taking everything, then go on about their day. It's crazy, but I love it. We're missing an opportunity here, aren't we? Sophia says she is this is in the Daily Mirror, regular inundated with romantic messages from admiring fans, including almost weekly marriage proposals, offers of free holiday and shopping trips. Some men even like to post money through her letterbox. She says, I've had guys tattoo my name on them without even meeting them. Plane tickets purchased for me to go and see them, and I've even been gifted 2 cars, but I can't drive, so I just sell them. Well, I'm amazed by that. Absolutely amazed. And this is something I'd never heard of. People actually paying someone to ask them to take their money from them. That's a new one on me. But what a great business. What a great business that would be, wouldn't it, eh? Mick Davenport, cash only. I love it. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, right, a couple of people coming in with super chats there. Peter Wright. Peter, who won the super chat this week. Very pleased for you, Peter. Now, I'll be very pleased to put that in a little box for you later on. Let me give you a couple of 2 free raffle tickets for next week's raffle. 587 and 588, Peter Wright. Thank you, Peter, for continuing to support. All right. £2 super chat to try and win the set. Have you not got a mug then, Peter? I thought you had a mug. No, obviously not. Okay. So that's for you there. You can also try and win a mug at the bingo as well, of course, boys and girls. Don't forget that. We have mugs available for the bingo. And also Rachael. A nice £5 tip this morning from Rachael. Thanks very much. £5 tip from Rachael. Thank you, Rachael. Let me give you 5 free raffle tickets for the mug next Thursday. And we carry on. Sometimes people say, what do you do with the money from the super chats? Well, YouTube take 30% of it. And the other bit goes into all the prizes and things like that and pays for your electric and stuff to do the show. It's not charity, okay? It's not. This does the money the tips come. They don't go to a charity. I'm not sort of supporting a charity. They go back into the sort of running of the show. So that's where the money goes. All right. Who was it who asked? I think it was Peter Wright asked that some time ago. Is it a charity you're supporting? No, it goes into running the show. Okay. And also supports, of course, the prizes that we give out free on the bingo nights. Obviously, when you're playing the bingo, there's no charge to play the bingo or anything else. When we do a raffle. When we do the raffle on Mondays, there you go, Rachael. All right. What have you got there? I must show these before I tear them in bits. 589 to 593 for you there, Rachael. All right, my loves. There you go. In there, that's to win the cup next week. Yes, some people see that. Is it a charity? No, it isn't. When we give out prizes, bingo and stuff, that costs me. So by doing this, we kind of, sort of try and even it up. Doesn't quite cover it, but that doesn't matter. It just evens it up a little bit, so it doesn't cost me as much. So thanks very much for supporting the tips there and the Superchatter raffle there. 30% is a lot. Yes, it is, Denise, but that's it. That's it. You accept that. You can't go back to them. Oh, can you do it for 20? It's not like trying to sell your house. 30%, you just accept that, and that's how it is, all right? So there we are. Jason, Fran and me last week needed one number for quite a while. Yeah, you and a lot of other people, actually. Yeah, that's for the bingo on Sunday night. Bingo, Sunday night bingo. Morning to Gary's British talk show. Hello to you. Yes, of course, Vera Lynn did have a good life, but she did a lot for the people, didn't she, as well? We've done that already, actually, Gary, at the beginning of the show. How's your show doing, Gary? I hope it's doing all right there. Gary does a chat show as well. Good morning to LaBelle. Your emerald-eyed blue sky of magic is in the house this morning. Daniel Holmes now sending a £2 super chat as well. Thank you, Daniel. Keeps the lights on for a little bit longer, my love. 594 and 59. Was it now Daniel Holmes? Thank you, Daniel. Let me write your tickets out for you. Daniel Holmes. There we are. 594 and 595. 594 and 595. If you can't do Super Chat, you can always do PayPal if you want. Same thing, all right? With PayPal, that doesn't cost me anything. That don't charge me 30%. But there you go. If you can't do... Because not everyone can do Super Chats. Some people that aren't involved on the chat box at all might want to do PayPal. You can do PayPal as well. That's my PayPal there. Don't go on paypal.com and type that in. Just type that into the thing and it will come up with a little picture of me, tell you who I am, and then you can do it there and just... £1 or £2, whatever you want, £2,000, or Mick Davenport's number. I haven't got to worry about him because he's meeting me later on down at a cash point to empty his. He's got to ask me first to do it, because it's got to be that Dom thing, isn't it? Oh, hi, Chris. Please, please, please meet me down at a cash point later so that you can withdraw some of my money. How much do you want? Well, how much have you got? Well, there's only £6 in there. Don't make me laugh, Mick. Don't embarrass yourself by asking me to appear at your little thing there for £6. How embarrassing. I mean, let's see, 5 noughts on the end of that at least, dear. £6, dear me. Morning to Sprinter Van. Hello to you. He says on the subject that it's big money, some women earn £20,000 to £30,000 a month just by men wanting to give them money. Why is it? It's not fair for me, dear. It's not fair. Oh, well, never mind. Maybe there's another life or something like that for me. All right. Denise, 109 quid on the bingo last week. Tombola. Is that on the telly, Denise? Did you play our bingo Sunday? I can't remember if you're on that, are you? Are you on the bingo at the moment? Are you on the bingo Saturday? Perhaps you'd like to try our bingo Sunday. Send me an email and I should be able to add you to the list. I think there's one or two more spaces left. Anyone who wants to be added to the bingo, send us an email there. Oh, hang on a minute. Did you try and send another one today? Not yet. Not yet. Okay. And Peter's going to get the extra large. Okay, Peter, I've got that there. Right, yeah, that's fine, my love. That's fine. Yeah, did you try and send us another email? Because I've still got nothing from you yet, which is a bit strange. If you want to be added to the bingo, let me know, Denise, and we can add you for Sunday, and hopefully that will work there. All right. That's right, Denise. Postage isn't cheap. Most parcels cost £3. I think £3.58 it cost me to send a parcel. £3.58 the parcels cost me to send, unfortunately. It's just how it is. Just how it is, and we accept that. Okay. There's no email coming through from you at all. I don't know why that is. Your emails are not coming to me. Get Alton to send me a Facebook message, because I don't think I'm not on your Facebook, and I don't really use the Facebook message thing, but I'll go on there afterwards to see if you've set. Do you want to be added to the bingo? I will need an email address if you're going to play the bingo. That's the thing, which means it needs to be able to get to me as well. Or you could text me your email address up there. Use the text. Don't use the Facebook message, because I very rarely refer to that, my love. All right. Okay. Let's just refresh that. See if that's come. Do you ever have trouble sending your emails as a matter of interest? Does that happen to you? Have you got it right there, maybe? Something wrong there? Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Nothing. Very strange, isn't it? You'll be glad you're not at school, boys and girls. I'm glad I'm not. I didn't really like school. Well, I wasn't a very academic person, sitting there reading English books and numbers and all that. I really didn't like school very much. I went to a very good school. It taught me discipline, which I think is badly missing from a lot of schools these days, and homes and places like that. But I didn't like school, and I'm glad I'm not there now, because, of course, there's been a lot of children on holiday for a very long time now. In the Daily Mail today, millions of children will be asked to work a longer school day next term under plans to help them catch up on their education. Ministers are finalising plans to help those who have missed out since the closure of schools in March. So they want a longer school day. Sod that. Oh, it was bad enough 9 till 3:30. The plan, which is set to be published tomorrow, is expected to include funding for a bolt-on sessions at either end of the school day to help those who have fallen behind. And you can understand why they're doing it. But from a child's point of view, I don't suppose for one moment you will spend any more than 1 more minute extra in that school lesson. Thousands of private tutors could also be hired and used to bolster classes and provide extra lessons for pupils of all ages, both in person and remotely. Youngsters in disadvantaged areas are expected to get the first use of them. A Whitehall source said the best place for children to learn is at a school environment, so it makes sense to try and do catch-up work at school rather than trying to do it through home learning. There has rightly been lots of focus on the impact of disadvantaged children, but all children have missed out on their education, so we need a catch-up programme that is open to everyone. So I wouldn't want that, dear. I'm so glad I'm not at school. 9 till 3:30 was way too long for me. One of those things. Right, Denise has sent another email. Nothing, Denise, I'm afraid. There's nothing coming from you at all. Do you want to send us a text message? Use the text thing in there with your email there, whatever the message said, and I'll read it out from there. Your emails don't get to me. Don't know why. Don't know why that is. Something very wrong there. Very well there indeed. Right. Excuse me. Bit of a frog in the throat there, isn't there? A little bit of frog in the throat there. Boris. Poor old Boris got shunted yesterday, didn't he? Poor old Boris in the car. Boris Johnson in the BBC News website. Boris Johnson's convoy was involved in a minor collision outside Parliament when a protester ran towards the car. Well, I would have run him over. Like these bleeding people that run. Have you seen them as they run out into the road? Not looking. They want you to stop. I would have run them over. Then I would end up in prison, probably. The lead car in the convoy had to brake suddenly, causing the escorting vehicle to collide with the... what is it? Is it a Jag? Oh, it's a Jag. Oh, it's got a Jag. Causing the... I think it was probably a security car, was it? Banged into the back of his car. A large dent was seen in the Prime Minister's Jag as the convoy drove off towards down the street. Oh, I have to get in contact with my nephew. He does those. He does dents. All right, Jimmy, Boris needs you. Something like that. I'll get him to send one of his cards through to Downing Street immediately. I'd see my nephew turning up there after a night on the razzle. Number 10 confirmed Mr. Johnson was in the car and there are no reports of any injuries. Oh no, it'd be straight on the phone to Claims Direct. Oh, got whiplash. One of those. It'd be straight on the phone, Boris, to the insurance companies. Oh, hello, is that the insurance company? Yeah, I've had an accident on my neck, very painful. Most of them people are lying through their teeth just to get money. That's why your insurance claims are so payments are so high, because of liars. I don't trust anyone. Seriously, I don't trust anyone. I've learnt that over the years. The demonstrators had been protesting about Turkey's actions against Kurdish rebels. And so it goes on there. So, yeah, he got shunted, unfortunately. One of those things, isn't it? Not good to have. Not good to be rear-ended like that, is it? Is it Mick or Mandy there? Yes, I've looked in the spam folder. There's no email there at all. There's no email from her at all. It's still telling me 51. 51. Nothing in the spam folder. Nothing. How strange. Can you send us a text, Denise? I don't know why your emails don't come through there. Oh, here's one. Here's one from you, sent at 10:06. It's in the promotions folder. It's in the promotions folder. How weird is that? The promotions folder. Now, how do I do that so all your emails come through to the correct one? Reply. There's a little star there. New window. Inbox. But it's gone in promotions folder. Combination wasted. Why is that it's in the promotions folder? Isn't that strange? The promotions folder. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can do something with it to make sure it always goes into the other folder in future. Archive, report spam, mark as unread, snooze, add to task, move to. Oh. Well, that's a weird thing, isn't it? Don't seem to be able to move it there either. Never mind, I've got it there. So, thank you very much. Okie doke. Size 9. Size 9 is the answer to your question there. Okay. Good. We've got that then. And I'll reply to your email as well later. Oh, thank God we found that there. Isn't that strange? It's gone in the promotions. Like you're promoting something. Are you trying to sell things to me, dear? I put the phone straight down on those. Oh, hello. Were you involved in an accident? Yes, but I'm dead. Bye-bye. Another story here, again about the Prime Minister, boys and girls. The Prime Minister's plane is to be rebranded. They're gonna give it a paint job. Isn't that good news? They're going to give it a paint job. Of course, all the left are out and forth. Oh, why are you spending all that money painting a plane? Because it looks good. Shut up. They're going to paint it in red, white and blue. That will look fantastic. Because I'll be honest with you, it's looking a bit bland. This is how the plane looks at the moment, okay? One moment, please. That's how the plane looks at the moment, right? Isn't that bland? Come on, gang. We need that painted red, white and blue. And that's what's going to happen. Again, on the BBC website, the plane used by Boris Johnson and members of the royal family for international travel is being repainted in the colours of the Union flag to better represent the UK. I think this is great. Nice, bright colours. That's what we want. No blandness. Downing Street said it would represent value for money. £900,000. That's not a lot. It's not even £1 million. Worth every penny. All the work was being done in the UK. There you go. People have got jobs. But of course, opposition parties were critical, saying the money would be better spent on helping the victims of coronavirus. Number 10 said the aircraft was currently in Cambridgeshire for... Gavin's in Cambridgeshire, aren't you, Gavin? Can you see the plane from your house, Gavin? For pre-planned repainting in national branding. Asked about the plane at the briefing... Culture Secretary said we've always spent money on promoting the UK, and quite right as well. The RAF Voyager, it's like Star Trek, isn't it? I wonder if Captain Catherine Janeway is flying that craft. It's been used by the Prime Minister, other ministers, and senior members of the royal family for official engagements. That's got to be good. That's got to be good. Red, white, and blue. Fantastic news. Absolutely fantastic news. You imagine that fly. How proud will you be to say, oh, Britain's not a great country. They're all out there, aren't they? Oh, shut up. Shut up. It will look really great. I think possibly a little bit of pink in there somewhere as well, possibly. They could do that. Peter wants to know, what a waste of money. You must be joking, Peter. A waste of money having a plane going around with our flag coating the whole plane. Fantastic news. All the snowflake. Ow, moaning. Oh, all that money spent on painting a plan. Dear me. Don't think so. Don't think so, dear. Peter would do it for cheaper. I bet he wouldn't do such a good job. I certainly wouldn't. Don't. Can you imagine me turning up there? Hello, Boris. I've come to do the plane. There's me with a little cab apron on and a small paintbrush. Where is it? Can't see it here. Where have you put it? Is it out the front? Excellent. Right, we'll do one more story, and then we'll do, I think we'll do the song first, and then we'll do the raffle tickets. Good news. Bargain time in the co-op. In the Sun today, the co-op is doing a budget-friendly deal on pizza and beer. Here, boys and girls, you want a night in? It's dirt cheap. £5 for both of you. The supermarket is offering 2 different types of... Oh, hang on a minute. Is it for 2 pizzas or 1 pizza? Yes, it is 2 pizzas. The supermarket is offering 2 types of pizza, 3 different varieties of Budweiser or Coca-Cola brands as part of the deal. This is a really good deal. The offer includes 2 margarita pizzas or pepperoni pizzas, plus either a 4-pack of bottled Budweiser beer, a bottle of Bud Light beer, or Budweiser Prohibition cans. What the hell are they? Or bottles of Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero. £5 for that lot. That's a good buy, isn't it? Normally the deal would cost you up to £11.15 if you bought the items separately. The pizzas cost £3.50 each, and Budweiser 4-pack would be costing £4.15. And so it goes on. The offer's available to July the 14th or until stocks last in Co-op selected stores, selected Nissa? How do you say that? Nissa? And Cost Cutter stores. And for the first time, will available across 355 Co-op picking stores through the Deliveroo website and app. So that's a really good deal, that, isn't it? 2 pizzas and a 4-pack of some sort of beer or Coca-Cola or something like that at £5. Get down to your local co-op now, boys and girls. Very important that you go down there immediately. All right? There we are. Where's the money coming from? They shook the little money tree, the magic money tree. Don't you remember Theresa May telling us about that? There is a magic money tree. All you've got to do, give it a shake and a couple of million quid drop out. Which I'm looking forward to relieving Mick Davenport from the machine a little bit later on. Excellent news. Right, okay, let's find this song. First of all, we want a version of it. Do. There we are. Who's this? Easy Piano. Let's try that one. Easy Piano. Oh, it's a free lesson. That looks quite good, doesn't it?
Hello.
Oh, no, we're not having someone speaking, dear. Hang on. What we look for, as I've said, is someone like me who does this, not being paid for it or anything, you know, and we find that because they won't have a copyright. Same as this show. People use, Gavin, I think, uses bits of this show, and that's fine with me. I have no problem with that at all. 22,000. Let's try this one. That's probably quite good, that one. That sounds all right. Let's just see who he is. Check he's not copywritten it. There we are. Okay, I think we're all right on that. Share. Yeah, give him a thumbs up as well. Always if you're enjoying something on YouTube, whether it's this show or any other, put a little thumbs up underneath it. That does mean it does mean something to people, that the thumbs up. You know, that's the like. There's a like, a thumbs up, and a dislike, which is a thumbs down. Now, you can only choose one or the other. Some people think that if you do a thumbs up, it brings down the like. No, it doesn't. Doesn't do that. Okay? You can have like 200 thumbs up and 200 thumbs down. When someone does a thumbs down to make that 201, it doesn't bring the like down. So the thumbs down is pretty irrelevant, really. So the thumbs up, if you would get a thumbs up, anything you see on YouTube, including my little show, if you like it, please do a little underneath the screen. There's a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Click on the thumbs up and it puts the likes up, and it does something with the YouTube algorithms. What it does, I have no idea, but there we are. That was the idea. Right, so we got that. And let me get the words now. This is a paid-for song today, boys and girls. Paid by Mick Davenport, which we're singing. Is he there now? Let's have a look there. Yes, he's happy. He's happy there. Jorge Bond uses a bit of the show. Yep, you can use a bit of the show. Be careful of using the music, though, George. I don't know if you use the music too much. Don't use any music on there. It doesn't bother me, but you yourself could get into trouble with copyright because you won't be signed up to the music people that I'm signed up with, that I paid for every month. So if they pick up you could get a strike, and you don't want to strike. You don't want to strike, my darling. Okay. George, would you like to send your request? I noticed this morning you sent a request for a raffle ticket at 7:57. That's too early. You won't get one for that. You need to send it now. You can only get a raffle ticket while the show is live, okay? All right, either at the end, when I say ask for raffle tickets now, or you can send an email in like Peter has already done. Oh, no, Adrian and Gavin have already done this morning. You know, they've sent their request in while the show is on. Has to be the same rules for everyone, okay? Can't have sort of exceptions here, there, and everywhere, because that would just get too complicated for everyone. All right, George? So if you send that again now, your request for a raffle ticket, if you want to do it by email, then that's fine, and that will drop in there, and I'll deal with that at the end of the show. All right? Okie doke. Here we go, then. Let's give this a go. And Sweet Caroline. Where it began, but then I know it's growing strong, and I know it's going strong. Was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Oh, oh, oh. Look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We filled it up with only two. And when I hurt, hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? One, touching one, reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Last chorus. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now There we are. A paid song this morning, boys and girls, for Mr. Mick Davenport. There you go. All right, young Mick. I'm sure you're very happy with that this morning. How do you sign up to music? George, it costs you £10 a month, and it's called Epidemic Sounds. Epidemic Sounds is the ones I'm signed up with, and then there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of bits of music on there that you are permitted to use, and for your £10 a month that covers all the copyright issues that you may run into. That you can't just play music and take it from other people's sites, unless of course it's not copyright. Now this show, I don't copyright the show, anyone can use it, but if you're using the music from this show, you're using someone else's music, which I've paid for. So you need to pay for it as well, you see. That's how that works. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Heidi Young. I think we should set up speakers, really, across Chapel Hill caravan site and large screens to carry this show. I think, Heidi, I'll have a little word with Sylvia about that, who is queen of all caravans, and see what she thinks. Perhaps Alan and Sylvie invest in a few large waterproof screens to carry this show live to the residents of Chapel Hill. What do you think of that idea? You know, like, do you remember, like, when you was on a holiday camp, Heidi? When you went to, like, Pontins or Butlins and the speaker burst into life at, I don't know what it was like, 7:30 in the morning, telling you that breakfast was happening at 8 o'clock in the restaurant. I'm liking the sound of that. Barbie girl. Oh, not Barbie girl, Dan. No, the songs are not free, I'm afraid, Dan. They're paid for items, darling. I'm a bit like Ryanair. You get the main show for free. Any extras you have to pay for. Oh, thank you. Welcome to Ryanair. Oh, you want to wear clothes? That's an extra £5, please. Oh, you want a seat? That's an extra £10, please. You want to use the toilet? That's an extra £10, please. It's a bit like that. The main show is free. The songs you have to pay for, I'm afraid. Come on, but no, I'm not doing it now. I'm not doing it now. Are we at the darts? No. Is that where they play that, darts? Heidi loves that. Dan loves Neil Diamond. Arm swinging. I hope you're all joining into that one. Parknest watches this on the phone. Needed to use the phone. Work-related call. How rude. Well, cancel the call. Wait till I've finished. Dear, is it 11:15? Good God, the time's gone quick today, isn't it? Blimey, that's gone quick today. Let's do today's raffle tickets. Our next raffle for this is on Monday. We're on blue tickets now. Okay, blue tickets, Mondays, free raffle, gang. If you'd like to join in on Monday's raffle, ask now for a raffle ticket. And I shall give you one and your number. You need to write down the numbers of these. If you've sent a super chat today and you've got a raffle ticket for that, a pink one, you don't need to write down your numbers. I read the name. For the normal Monday raffle, which we do every day, you need to write down your numbers. When we draw the raffle on Monday, okay, I will only read out the number and it's up to you to claim it. So here we go. Raffle ticket time, oh gorgeous ones. First one today, Diane Jebb. A singing round at the raffle? At the quiz? Well, I could do that, I suppose. To be honest, it would be easier probably than playing the piano. Diane Jebb, number 81, Diane, okay? Diane Jeb, 81. Jason Hughes, 82. Denise Andrews, 83. That's right, it's for the fridge magnet, this one, Denise. You can only win these, you can't buy them. Sometimes we put one of those in the Superchatter raffle. I might do that next week, I don't know yet. I'll have a little think. Denise Andrews, so we are 83 for Denise. Rachael, 84. AMS, 85. Oh, I'm on the big TV in the living room, am I? Gosh. Am I annoying you, Alton? I'm sorry. I do spend a lot of my time annoying people for some reason. I think it was the fumes coming out of your car that very cold morning when we were swapping shifts outside Aaron's. It affected my brain from that moment, my friend. Heidi Young, 86 for you, Heidi. Heidi Young, 86. Kaz Trev, hello, Kaz. 87 for Kaz. Claire, 88. Okay, anyone else? That doesn't seem many tickets. For the amount of people here, or maybe you've used... Have I jumped down here somewhere? No, I haven't, have I? I don't know, have I? Let's see. I don't think I've jumped down there at all. What's that Park Nest say? Something about the music I use is copyright free. There you go. Have to credit the creator in the description. Oh yeah, well I don't know. I don't have to do that. Oh, there's the other tickets up there. Look, I can see them up there. Peter Wright, 89. Maybe I started a bit too low down, did I? Peter Wright, 89. Michael Lawrence, 90. Oh, what have I done here? There's Jason, Denise. Mick Davenport, 91. Ross Herndon, 92. There we are. I can find them now. Ross Herndon, 92. I don't know what happened there. We done got Jason there. Oh dear, this is very confusing. I think what I'll have to do... there we are. Michael Lawrence there. Michael Lawrence 90. Mick Davenport 91. Ross Herndon 92. Okay, did I miss anyone out there? If so, please speak now. Maureen 93. Thank you. Yep. Thank you, Denise. I got your text as well there. Maureen, number 93. Anyone else for raffle tickets? Shania's emailed hers. I've got your email there, Shania, as well. Excellent. Anyone else I've missed out from the list there? Something went a bit wrong there. I'm not quite sure what. But just put them on the end of the list there. I'll come back to those as soon as we've done today's birthdays. Okay, so birthday on the 18th of June 2020. Happy birthday to Martin Rutherford, who's had a blooming rough time. He's been in and out of hospital. Happy birthday to Martin. Big happy birthday to you. He had the virus thing as well. He went in for something else, I think, if I remember rightly. And then he got the virus while he was in the hospital. Very unlucky. Happy birthday to you, Martin. Glad you're still with us, all right? Hello to Thomas O'Brien. Hello, Thomas. All right, Thomas, one of our old Black Cap customers. Quiet lad, really nice person. Happy birthday to Thomas. John Kearney is today 40 years old, big Doctor Who fan. Morning, John. George Ramsey Fletcher. George, 63 today. One of the nicest people you could come across. He used to come to karaoke at Belushi's in London Bridge and moved to Benidorm. I'm going to sneeze. Think I'm going to sneeze. 3. Maybe just 2 today. There we go. George Ramsey today, 63. Happy birthday, George. Long time no see. Such a nice person. Lear Sherry, 37 years old. Worked with her Belushi's in Hammersmith. Happy birthday to you, Lear. Hope things are going all right with you. 37, gosh. Colin White, good morning, Colin. Happy birthday. Kelsi Alexandra, Taz Tuhas, I think it is, 31 today. Happy birthday, Kelsi. Jenna Fowler, good morning, Jenna. Happy birthday to you. Adrea Ricky is 46 years old today. And finally, James Weish, is it? Weish, darling, is 35 years old today. Happy birthday to each and every one of you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh, forgot that blasted button. That blasted button. I always forget to push that, don't I? When I'm doing the blooming thing there. Oh, it's so annoying, that button. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you very much for your tips this morning. I can't believe the time. It's 5 to 11. I'll put Peter's thing in the box there and be sending that off a little bit later on today. I noticed Daniel Holmes' birthday is Sunday. We do have a show Sunday night, Daniel, but it's in the evening. It's the bingo show at 8 o'clock. And I do all the birthdays for Sundays at the end of that. All right? So you'll be in with that lot. Now, if you can't be with us Sunday and you want it done either Saturday, perhaps, or Monday morning, then just come in the chat box on Saturday or Monday morning and let us know then. All right? Thanks so much for watching and listening to the show today. I'll see you again tomorrow morning, 8:45. Have a nice day. Bye-bye now.